Do you have your stickers? You're literally psycho.
What?
Your stickers are put on in such a way that when the laptop is open, they're all upside down.
Yeah, because these aren't for anyone else but me.
But that's like,
I've gotten many compliments.
I like believe you. I'm not saying that you should be putting on your stickers for other people. I'm just saying that like you can't see them either when the laptop's open. So it's like, why not just put them on in such a way that when it's open,
But I don't see it if it's open anyways.
it's what I'm saying. So why not put them on in such a way that at least other people see them right side up?
I don't care about other people in that way, but okay.
I guess so, but it's
But
just
like, I have my sensory one right
well,
here.
yeah, and you can still put it there, just not upside down.
I'm
Is
just
this
being judged and flamed
is
for
this
no
am I nuts for
reason.
thinking that that's upside down, that they should be on the other way? I don't think that's such a crazy thing to suggest.
Anything I do is wrong. Anything I do is wrong.
No, it's just that everything I do is right. Blanket for
Blanket forward.
blanket for
Blanket forward.
blanket for
Blanket forward.
blanket for
Spoilers.
spoiler. Welcome back to Blanket Fort.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Let's see, what do we have going on this week? What's happening in movie and TV and stuff?
Well, they just released what I think is gonna be the best video game of 2025,
Okay.
called South of Midnight. It's so good. I sent you like the
Yeah,
teaser.
I saw that.
It's so good.
Yeah, it does
Abs.
look really good.
It's all about Southern folklore. It is. It's an Xbox exclusive, which kind of sucks. But they do.
Yeah.
I think they plan on releasing it to other platforms. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But it is so good. If you guys haven't checked it out, check it out.
Yeah, it does look really
Because
cool.
it's in stop motion animation too.
Yeah. And it
Oh, and
looks
then-
so like smooth. I don't know.
Oh well, I believe the soundtrack is nominated for awards already or something.
Oh, really?
I don't know. That's what Mom told me. I don't know. She could be lying though.
Probably. She's a liar.
She's a lying liar who lies.
Yeah, I did think that that looked really good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, the finale of White Lotus and Yellow Jackets has aired since we've last spoke.
What just a wild road that I've taken with those shows.
Yeah.
What a wild road.
Let's start with White Lotus, since that one came out first.
Mm-hmm.
I loved that finale.
I loved it too. I loved this season.
I did
general,
too.
like, I don't know, this season for the nosy people, I guess. And I'm
Yeah.
like really nosy. And I felt like the seeds that were planted like at the beginning were like perfect.
No, I agree. It's like, I don't know, White Lotus isn't for everybody, that's for sure. Like, and that's understandable, but I do like judge people a little bit for their opinions on White Lotus, just because like a lot of people seem to like want it to be like this like dopamine after dopamine hit of like drama and like crazy fast pacing and everything, so much happens and da da da. Like, I don't know, I do kind of judge people that have that opinion on White Lotus, just because I feel like it's simply not that kind of show. And like, I don't know, if you like shows like that, that's fine. But like, you're not going to find that in White Lotus, so just don't watch it.
Yeah, like if you don't like a show, you don't have to continue watching it. Like if you're that bothered by certain things, you don't have to. Like it's perfectly fine for you not to like White Lotus or anything.
Yeah, but I will say I also think that people should get used to shows like White Lotus a little more too.
I also agree.
I do think it's kind of a red flag if somebody needs to have their shows like that. Like, I don't know, because the way it all tied up at the end was so satisfying to me. And like,
yeah,
it just all like made sense. Like with White Lotus, like, I don't know, like to me, like you're not watching something where like nothing's coming out of left field completely. Like it's setting things up with like slower episodes that like break down like a character's motivations. Like a lot of people were talking about the scene with oh my god, I'm so bad with names, but with Parker Posey and the MAGA Bob lady.
mm-hmm.
How like Parker Posey was so rude to her, and they were like, where'd this end up going? This ended up going nowhere. And it's like, well, no, we know a lot more about Parker Posey and MAGA Bob lady now.
Yeah,
Like
characterization.
Yeah, like now we know
We know her
infinitely
character.
more about their behavior towards other people. So like that's the point. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like I swear people wanted them to shoot each other at the
Like they
end because
wanted
of
to
that interaction.
pull out some dueling swords.
Yeah, I'm like that's just not that kind of show. Like it all like it's planting seeds until at the very end like everything comes together in a way that makes sense to me. Like that ending, that finale made perfect sense to me. I was fully like I didn't want um oh my god, I can't remember any of the characters' names. I didn't want Amy Lou Wood to die, but I knew she was going to. Like
Yeah.
that just seemed like the direction it was going.
I mean, like through like the seeds, like when it was like the snake bracelet that made me think like I
Mm-hmm.
think she's gonna be the body at the end.
Well, yeah, and she kept like saying things that were alluding to like foreshadowing a death. Like there were
Yeah.
many things that she would say throughout the season that were alluding to her dying.
I think the funniest theory though was that no one actually killed anyone and it was the monkeys that killed people. You
That's
guys,
the kind of show these people want.
you guys, those monkeys deserve an apology. They
Yeah.
deserve an apology
Yeah.
because how dare you?
No, that was stupid. That annoyed me.
Listen, this is a show we were raised on the Real Housewives.
Mm-hmm.
We were raised on
We
the
were.
Real Housewives, New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Yes, and this was a show for the people that was raised on the Real Housewives.
Yeah, I mean,
and
it's
people who enjoy that.
yeah, I mean it's made by Mike White.
Mm-hmm.
Like he loves reality TV. That's like his shit. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It just makes like White Lotus just makes sense to me, and I loved it. That oh my god, oh my god, Curly Bob, her monologue to her friends,
Mm-hmm.
bawling my eyes out. Like I didn't cry like at the very end when everyone was dying and whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't really cry at that because I just kind of expected it, and it was like it was good, but like Curly Bob, emotional. I
Mm-hmm.
was bawling. I don't know why. That really like I've watched that clip 50 times since that has aired. Every time it comes up on my For You page, I sit and I watch it like 4 times. Like I am obsessed with it. That was so good to me.
Oh yeah, like it felt like real. I don't know.
Yeah.
I liked it. And there are some people like, what was the point of it? And
Carrie
it's like,
Coon.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was the point of it. Like characterization. Like, what do you guys not care about characters anymore? Like,
Yeah.
why? Like, did you want her to go out guns a blazing on her two friends?
No, yeah, like people expected it to end in a fight. And I think it's not like crazy. Well, yeah, expecting them to be the involved in the gunfight was crazy.
oh
But
yeah.
like it wasn't crazy to expect it to end in this like big blowout where they're not friends anymore, but I think it was like more impactful that it was like they got to a place of acceptance instead,
Mm-hmm.
or at least Carrie Coon's character did.
Yeah, and to me, it just seems like, I mean, female friendships are complex in general. And
Mhm.
especially if we're talking about three white ladies
Mhm.
who are older, who have been
Mhm.
like friends for so long. Like, they're not just
Mhm.
gonna give that up for a bad vacation that they had together. And it wasn't even bad for them. Like, they were just gossiping to each other. I mean, they all gossip to each other at the end.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's the kicker. Is that none of them were innocent. Like,
Well,
did you
yeah.
really expect them to drop themselves? Like, I don't know,
Yeah.
like people just have survived worse friendships and have stayed in worse friendships. Like,
Well, yeah, and like I don't even think like that monologue wasn't even to say like I don't know, like it had nothing to do with her like I don't know, saying that like she's okay with the behavior or anything.
yeah.
It had nothing to do with that. It wasn't like it wasn't a part of the equation. Like the conversation was just like I am despite everything still so grateful to be here at the table with people I grew up with.
Mm-hmm.
That alone is like there's so much value in that.
Oh yeah. That's
Despite like
just
everything she's like all of her seasons of her life and like whatever, like she is still
yeah, they still
it's
care deeply for each
yeah,
other.
it's still so important to her that like there has been this consistency.
Yeah. And to have it end in a blowout, it just ruined it. I
Yeah.
think. It just wouldn't have been as impactful.
No, for sure. I completely agree. So I loved it. I thought it was such a good finale.
Mm-hmm.
Yellow Jackets though.
I love
You're
the
the
finale.
resident, yeah, Yellow Jackets.
Listen, I love the
fanatic.
finale. And here's the thing. Here's what I feel like people are complaining about the wrong things in the wrong way. There is something to say about I do think there's a big problem with how the women of color are being portrayed in the show and being
Mm-hmm.
written, like they definitely need to add more people to the writing room. No more white people in the writing room. I understand that, but there are some things like networks. How do I like say that? Like so, when you're writing like for a show and all of that, network chooses how many seasons you get and how many episodes per show. And I would love to have seen more of Lottie, especially. I think it was a mistake to kill her off so soon, in my opinion. I think they should have at least waited towards the end of the season a little bit more, or even waited until season 4 to kill her off, in my personal opinion. But it's only 10 episodes run for like 45 minutes, I think the episodes are.
Mm-hmm.
They've You can just tell that they cut a lot of things out that I don't necessarily think should have been cut out, but I feel like we need to go more towards the networks as opposed to the writers, because I do trust the writers and I think the writers have really planted the seeds for something going like full circle. I mean, the episode was called Full Circle,
Mm-hmm.
but the networks and just the state of everything right now, I don't think people know how to react to things on social media anymore. People are very reactionary, and then they're like hounding like writers and all that, when writers, it seems like a small thing, but writers all around are trying to fight to get more pay, to stop AI. And all like networks are seeing are people like fighting like, oh, the writers don't know what they're doing, they don't know how to do this, they don't know how to do this. You need to come for the networks. Tell them to get more episodes. Tell them that Yellow Jackets need to have at least like a 15 episode run. Like I recently watched uh The 10th Kingdom, and that was only 5 episodes, but the episodes was an hour and 30 minutes long. I would even take longer episodes at this point. It was still like a full circle story, but I don't know. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
I I have to be honest. I have a lot of conflicting thoughts that I think you're going to disagree with me on.
I mean, I'm open to everything.
Well, yeah, but I overall I love the show,
Mhm.
but I do think that I think they've made a lot of mistakes that they are trying to push past. Like to me, one, not giving Lottie a airplane scene in her death
Yeah.
is egregious to me. Like
I
and I think that
understand
goes.
narratively why, I guess, but I still think she should have been on an airplane. They should have given her an airplane.
I
Or
think
at
that.
least alluded to her like walking on an airplane line or something. Like,
Well, I just think like I don't know. They're not making it clear enough what that the airplane scenes are supposed to
mm-hmm.
represent. So to not give it to Lottie, and again, this goes into their treatment of the women of color on their sets and in their
Yes.
cast, like to not give one to Lottie was just like her death felt like so much of a throwaway in comparison then, because
Yes.
every other death was so like the airplane scene was part of what made it impactful. And then I'm sorry, I've never been a huge Callie fan. So building up Callie to be like, I don't know, like the Messiah is like, I don't know. I think that's weird because I don't like Callie. But that's just like me not liking a character. I also think that a big mistake that like as every episode that I watch, it bums me out in a way that I just think it was like, and I know that Juliette Lewis wanted to leave, but killing Natalie
Yeah, they should.
was nuts to me.
And
Like
I
I
don't.
hated it when it happened, but this whole season we're building up Natalie versus Shauna tension in the younger timeline, and we have nothing to mirror that
Yeah, and
in the
I
adult
don't.
timeline.
And I don't even necessarily believe that Juliette Lewis wanted to leave that bad. Like I don't know. Like I have my doubts that it was her that made that call. If I'm being honest,
Mm-hmm.
like I think
Well, I know she was
Natalie's.
unhappy.
Yeah, like I know she was unhappy, and I can see why she was unhappy. Like here's the thing, I love this show too, but I'm 100% fair with what you were saying as
Mm-hmm.
well. Like I can rip a show to shreds as well. Pretty Little Liars is my favorite show, so like I'm never gonna be I'm not like, and trust me, that show has its problems. So I'm never gonna like try to take away from other people's opinions on it. But like, I think with the thing with Callie, their mistake that they made with her was we didn't see enough of, I don't think we saw enough of her in season 1 of like the many faces of Callie.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, like I can see why she could be like her mother, but more.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that. I see flickers of it, but it's like
It's just not
that's a
developed enough to
seed that
me.
needed to be planted in
Yeah.
season 1. And a part of that, like I really think if this show had more episodes, it would have had better writing to it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing that just drives me crazy because even just having like a 16 episode run with like just 30 minutes of episodes like they did back in the day
Mm-hmm.
would have been better. Narratively, it would have flowed a lot more because that's my issue. It just seems like we're getting bits and pieces and flickers of things that are happening, but we're not really being involved in it. It's like I'm just watching, like I know I can tell I'm watching a TV show.
Yeah.
And like there just needs to be more. And when you're writing a TV show that's longer, that has more episodes, things flow a lot different. You can adjust the pacing however you want. And just with having a 10 episode run for a show like this, it just does not work, especially if you have such a great cast. Like, I wanted to see so much more of Ty. There should be, I,
Mm-hmm.
what is going on with the man with no eyes? Why is that being teased?
Mm-hmm.
Just like, even in little bits, not even flickers, just itty bitty little bits. And why did Van die before we even figured out who the
Well,
man with no eyes
yeah,
is?
and like my problem with all of that, and like I don't know. I hear what you're saying about the writers, and I don't want to put everything on the writers, but I do have a problem with like we're bringing in this whole Melissa bullshit before we do anything with
Yeah.
Ty all season. Like, what are we talking about?
No, I agree with
I
that.
thought the Melissa stuff was insufferable. Like, I could
I
not
wanted
care
it to be
less
Aquila
about
so
Melissa.
bad.
Oh my god, yeah,
Aquila
everybody loves
deserved
Aquila.
to survive. She deserves to survive. I don't even know where Aquila is at the end of the episode.
Yeah,
She
we
didn't
don't
make it out of
know.
the cave.
Yeah, she's not out of the cave. We
I
have no idea
literally
what's going on with Aquila.
I've lost my daughter Laura Lee.
Mm-hmm.
I've lost my son Hobby.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's gonna be the hardest. I lost my golden child Mari.
Yeah.
And now I don't even know if Aquila, my
Yeah.
other child's alive. Like I'm
Yeah.
a mourning mother.
I know.
And like I understand you have to kill like well-liked character, like in a show like this you gotta kill your well-liked characters,
Yeah,
like
I
to
mean
a
there's
certain
nothing wrong with
extent.
like killing characters.
But I will say having Shauna scalp Mari's head was an absolute choice.
I don't think she scalped her.
Well, not
I think
scalp,
she just
but
cut
like
her hair.
cut her hair off was a choice.
That was a choice though,
If
yeah.
I'm being honest here, I don't think the outfit needed the hair in general. If anything, I think it should have been that she cut off Hannah's hair when she found out that
It looks
Natalie,
like Hannah's hair.
yeah, it literally looks like Hannah's hair. I think they should have like she should have like I don't know cut off like Hannah's hair when she found out that Natalie like switched parts as like punishment or something. I don't even know if they want, and that's even if they wanted to go the hair route. I don't think they needed the hair.
Well, I think
the garb.
I think they had to do the hair because they've already filmed the
they already-
Another Queen.
Yeah,
For a long time. So
yeah,
I think they had to do hair, but
having it be Mari's, that was a little bit of a choice.
That was a bit of a choice.
I
mean, I get Shauna wanted Mari dead, so it had to be Mari.
Yes.
But I'm not really seeing like Hannah. I'm intrigued by Hannah, but I don't know. I'm not really getting.
Not sold on.
I think Pit Girl should have been Hannah. I'll just say it. I think Pit Girl should have been Hannah. Maybe that's just because I like Mari.
I'm fine with it being Mari. I think they planned it from the beginning to be Mari.
Yeah.
So like I'm fine with it being more. I mean, you got sometimes you gotta kill your darlings.
Yeah.
You gotta kill your darlings. But I understand what a lot of people are saying with it should have been Hannah.
Because, I almost just think it makes more sense. Well, okay, actually, let me expand on this because I have a reason why I think it should be why it should be Hannah. And I saw somebody else say this. This is not a thought directly from my brain, but when I saw somebody say this, I was like, it clicked with me. I was like, this is exactly how I'm feeling too. Because I loved that finale episode. I really did. I thought it was so good. The only thing, that hunt felt very off to me. And it felt very off to me because, as this person put it, when we first get that like scene at the beginning of the show in the pilot, like I feel like we were all under the impression that we were about to watch a show about a group of girls that descend into madness and willingly and gladly hunt one another, which is crazy. It's a crazy premise, but like that's what we signed up for. That's an intriguing concept. Instead, what we got is a group of girls who are all incredibly reluctant to hunt and kill one another, except for Shauna and Lottie, really.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, the original premise that we thought it was going to be of just like we're actually watching a bunch of crazy feral teenage girls, like they all would have hunted and killed the outsider who was Hannah.
Mm-hmm.
The girls now, they wouldn't have allowed it to be Mari. I just don't believe Shauna was the only one who actually wanted Mari dead. The rest of them, I mean, Ty was, I think, like playing along, Van was playing along, whatever. But like the majority of those girls, like Mari didn't have to run from them. They could have
Yeah.
protected Mari. And so that was the disconnect to me. It didn't quite make sense that they're all placating like Shauna's like psycho delusions. Like that doesn't quite connect with me. I think the original, like what we all thought it was going to be, would have made a lot more sense with Hannah,
Mm-hmm.
the outsider.
You know, I do agree with that. I think they're trying to justify why the hunt felt off was because it was, I guess, supposed to be like a distraction for Shauna.
Yeah.
But that even being said, like if it was a distraction, why was Mari like running
Yeah.
that intently? And I don't know, like I see what you're saying there with that. And with Akila just going into that cave and then seeing just Lottie there, I don't know. It did feel off, and I wish they would have clarified that it was supposed to be a distraction.
Yeah.
And if it was supposed to be a distraction, why were they going so hard to like kill Mari?
That,
And I don't
yeah,
like
that's
because we
my thing.
saw that Jen was leading Ty away from
Yeah.
Mari because like that was her friend
Mm-hmm.
and all of that. But I don't know.
It,
I do think I don't know. I think the scene with someone had like a theory about Misty in the glasses thing and how it wasn't a
mm-hmm.
direct recreation from the
Yeah.
pilot. That's has me thinking that it wasn't supposed to be like a recreation, but maybe like a callback to it, and maybe like I don't know, because again, I wish they would clarify things a little bit more, especially in season one, because
Mm-hmm.
they had great seeds planted,
Yeah.
but it doesn't seem like they've been like in fruition yet. So like maybe like that the scene that we see with Misty, the first Pit Girl scene that we see with her in season one, episode one, maybe that even appears after Pit Girl, like after Natalie comes back, because there is like more time in winter
Yeah.
where Natalie comes back and they still don't get rescued. I mean, there has
Well,
to be.
I saw somebody say that they think that we watched because they flicked back and forth in the finale. You know,
They did.
there was a lot of like flicking back and forth between like I was confused like what's going on. So I it seems like other people are taking it as like the pilot scene that we saw is like Shauna's POV. Like everyone's feral, everyone's into it, everyone's having fun. Like adult Shauna says in the season 3 finale, like everyone's having fun with it, and then here comes like Misty with her evil grin because she just ruined everything. And it's like now we're in reality where it's like, no, not everybody was enjoying this.
Mm-hmm.
And Misty wasn't smiling because she's evil Misty. She was smiling because she just helped not save everybody. Like that makes sense to me. I
Mm-hmm.
get that.
That
But
yeah.
I do think they should have kind of driven that point home a little harder.
Mm-hmm.
Though I think it could have been a little more effective because it is confusing a lot of people. People are
Yeah.
very
And
confused.
I do not blame people for being confused
No.
for that one. Uh and yeah, I just wish they would clarify things
Also
more.
the pilot is prettier. The
It is
cinematographer
prettier.
was popping off. Like it's that shot of Misty, very stunning in the pilot,
Mm-hmm.
very bland in this last episode.
That's what I
That
noticed
was a
too.
little bit
Like
of a
the
letdown.
lighting this season was a little off for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know, like I liked the cinematography in season one a lot more. I wish they would stop like I just wish we got more of Akila. I'm sorry going back on her, but I wish we would have gotten more of her, and I wish we would have gotten better shots because I'm missing
Mm-hmm.
Jessica Roberts right now because I'm thinking about season one and like how they killed her off. Season two we got Van and we got Lottie, but like once again Lottie was kind of like a little off in season two as
Mm-hmm.
well. I guess it's because she appeared to be more healed. But I
Mm-hmm.
would have liked to see more of Lottie's like descent. But at the same time, like I don't know, some other people are pointing it out. Like just having Lottie kind of go into like her descent, and then like having like Aquila go on there, it is a little weird. And then
Mm-hmm.
putting it on like Shauna, who is like a white woman, all like
Mm-hmm.
it just seems a little bit off.
Yeah.
I do think that it's going to end up. I think maybe why everything fell off too is like maybe Shauna's not like the antler queen. Maybe like we're getting caught up in the antler queen of it all.
Mm-hmm.
And like there isn't one antler queen. Like, yeah, Shauna was the antler queen for that scene, but it's very obvious that Lottie had a vision of who the antler queen was and crafted Shauna to be in her vision of what the antler queen was
Mm-hmm.
to her. And like, I don't know, maybe because I feel like everyone's gonna die. I feel like Shauna's gonna die. I think all the girls are going to die.
I think if anybody survives everything, it's gonna be Misty.
Yeah, if anyone survives, it's gonna be her.
That's my prediction. Like if they let anybody live, it's just gonna be her.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Ty as well, but Ty was just like, honest to God, I believe disrespected this
She
season
was at
in the way that she was
Ty.
her character was handled.
Ty shows. Ty puts up like a very like big like wall,
Mm-hmm.
and she always has.
Mm-hmm.
But she has let that wall crumble with her wife that she's
Mm-hmm.
married to. By the way, let's not forget she's still married. The divorce
Literally,
papers aren't. The divorce papers aren't even warm.
yeah,
I mean, like not even cold. I mean, like,
yeah,
and she showed it to Van, and she's even showed it to Shauna in moments. There should have been that scene with her eating Van's heart should have been longer. It should have been a lot sweeter. And honestly, I don't think Van should have died this season.
no,
I don't think she should have.
not
I
at
don't think they
all.
deserved it. I think Van's death scene in general and her like plane scene was absolutely beautiful.
Oh yeah, I almost said Weezer, Radiohead.
Weezer
I almost said
was
Weezer.
beautiful, but it didn't need to happen. Same with Lottie. I just think it's poor. I think it's poor writing
Mm-hmm.
to
Like,
introduce these characters in season 2, these iconic characters, and then just kind of kill them. And like, here's the thing, I understand a lot of people gravitate towards the teen timeline a lot more than the adult one, but the adult timeline just deserves more.
yeah,
And
I mean this whole season for the adults was like a whodunit, and I fully believe that's why Lottie was killed because I don't think they knew what to do.
They should have also Ty should have been talking uh to Aquila at the end when in the diner. They should have revealed that Aquila was the next
Yeah.
one. It should have been Aquila. And listen, maybe Misty be there as well. Cause listen, I'm all for Misty having her own full circle moment of finding
Mm-hmm.
her own true worth.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, not the place. Especially when your other women of color characters were being like completely
Yeah.
disrespected.
Well, I fully thought that she was talking to herself that whole
I
time in
did
that
too.
diner, and I would have liked that way better.
I would have liked it if it panned to
Fully-
the man with no eyes.
Yes.
Like, I would have been living if
Because
it was the man with no eyes.
Ty is already crazy, lovingly. Ty is already
We
crazy.
love you, Ty.
Yeah, in a loving way. She's nuts. And she just lost the love of her life. I do believe it's very believable that she'd go sit in a diner and talk to herself or her eyeless imaginary friend in a
Mhm.
diner and just ramble like a crazy person. Like,
Yes.
I think that genuinely actually would have been a better scene.
Mm-hmm.
But I am all for them teaming up against Shauna now. Because here's the thing, I'm not a Shauna. I said this when we watched it. I'm not like a Shauna apologist. But I do appreciate the fact that Shauna is incredibly traumatized.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Shauna, like we can argue all day about if Shauna was a good or a bad person before the plane crash. Obviously, she wasn't a great person.
Yeah.
She, slept with her best friend's boyfriend and got pregnant. That's not good person shit, but it's also she was a teenager. Whatever. Their plane crashes and then she has her baby in the fucking wilderness and then that baby dies. I'm sorry. That's more trauma than any of them are going through. That's just a fact. So the fact that she's crazier than everybody else too, it makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that she's crazy and that she's like torturing people. I hate that she's torturing my precious Natalie and my precious Misty and my precious Akila. I don't
Literally.
know. I guess she really hasn't tortured Akila, but like,
We don't even know where Akila
yeah,
is.
we don't even know where Akila is now right now. So I hate that she's like
Hmm.
torturing like my girls and Mari. Oh, I don't even want to talk about Mari anymore. I really love
I
Mari,
I've been a Mari
but
lover since season
yeah, I
one.
think she's hilarious.
She's always
Um,
been funny. She's
yeah,
always kept it real,
she's
and I
so
just really
funny.
like the actor.
Yeah.
Alexa Barges, I believe, is her last name.
Um,
And you will be going many places, Alexa.
yeah.
Yeah, movie.
All right. This week was my choice, and I chose
What a
Sing Sing.
choice. I love this movie.
This movie was so good. So Sing Sing, it was directed by I've written down in my notes. Um by Greg, is it Quidar? Quader? Look it up.
Directed by Greg.
I know how it's spelled. I'm asking how it's pronounced.
Oh, I
Look up
don't
how to
know.
pronounce Kwedar.
Kwedar.
I want to get it right. Click the little thing next to the name, the little play.
Oh, it's my volume.
Greg Quadar.
Greg Quadar.
Greg Quadar.
All right, so it was directed and written by
Greg Quadar.
Greg Quadar. it was written and directed by
Greg Quadar.
It was also written by Clint Bentley. What did I? Oh yes, yeah. And then it was originally written by Brent Well and John Richardson. Um, I don't know. I didn't find a lot on these guys. But Greg and Clint, they pretty much exclusively work together from what I saw.
Mm-hmm. I went into this movie like pretty blind. Like I knew the basic stuff.
Uh-huh.
Girl, I get it out of your mouth.
You're not stuck it in. She's not gonna stop.
Oh Lord have mercy. I'm trying to, but she's not letting it go. Thank you. I went into this pretty much like blind. I remember back in like 2023 getting like some promos from it, but like A24 has a huge issue with not promoting their films very well.
Mm-hmm.
Like especially their films that have people of color in it,
Mm-hmm.
and a film like this deserved to be promoted
They
heavily.
they seem to pick and choose in weird ways. Because what
Mhm.
was their nominee? What was their Oscar? Was it A Real Pain? Was that A24?
I don't know.
What was the one they promoted for the Oscars this year?
Honestly, I do not even know. I can't remember.
I'm about to look.
But yeah, like I went into this pretty much blind. And so it was real fun to see like at the end how well, we should probably explain what the film's about.
Oh, it was The Brutalist. It was The Brutalist.
Oh, the Brutalist.
And like I haven't watched The Brutalist, but like that shit, I'm sorry, if you use AI in your movie, you shouldn't be nominated for awards. Like,
yeah, didn't
I
they
feel
use AI for like his
for
voice?
his accent.
For his accent? Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I thought that was stupid. And then
hire an accent coach for fuck's sake. Oh
no, it literally stupid. Like that really pissed me off. Yeah, no, that
yeah,
to promote The Brutalist and not this.
Yeah, they didn't even promote I Saw the TV Glow like at all.
Mm-hmm.
And like the fans were the ones that promoted it. They gave it like dirt when it came to promotion, which is so it just makes me so mad.
Yeah, they pick and choose for sure in strange ways. I mean, I don't know. I think people like hype up A24 to be like their whole thing is that they're the indie movie, weird movie people, but then they promote things like The Brutalist.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I'm sure is a great movie, but it's a movie that is improved by AI. I'm sorry, that's just not like there's not a lot of value in that.
AI has no place in art. No place.
Like I would have nothing but respect for The Brutalist if it wasn't for the AI part and if it wasn't for Adrian Brody because I don't like him.
Yeah.
But no, this movie was great. So the premise of Sing Sing is that it's set in a prison, and so it's based on a true story essentially. And so Sing Sing is the prison, the name of the prison, New York. And they started the, was it RTA? Yeah, the RTA program in Sing Sing prison in like the late 90s. And it's called, it stands for Rehabilitation Through the Arts. It's basically a theater program run at prisons, and it was started at Sing Sing. And so our movie is called Sing Sing, and it's about a group of inmates who are involved in this RTA program, and it was so good.
It was really, really
It was
good.
so good.
And like I said, I went into it blind, and then to find out like at the end that the original people, that a lot of
Mhm.
the original people that were in that original program
Mhm.
actually played themselves
Yeah,
in the movie.
they played themselves. It
and
was
and to go
incredible.
with Coleman Domingo
Yeah.
to be able, and they like held their own with him too.
Yeah.
Like especially what's his name?
Clarence.
Macklin, who
Mhm.
played himself, who played Divine Eye.
Yeah. Incredible.
He
I mean,
did
they were
so good.
incredible. It was so crazy. I mean, because at the very end, when the credits are rolling, it just like it shows all the cast and who they played, and it's just like, you know, Sean San Jose, or sorry, some of the ones who played themselves, David Girardi himself, Patrick Griffin as himself, Mosey Eagle as himself, James Williams as himself, like all of these people as themselves, that they all were in that program. That was what was so cool to me. And I looked up, like I watched some interviews of them kind of talking about the process and stuff, and like Clarence Macklin, he was really like pretty integral to this whole thing. Him and Coleman Domingo are like our main characters. And Clarence Macklin, Clarence Divine Eye Macklin, he plays himself. And it really mirrors his like experience with the program too. And so when he was in prison, he found the RTA program and he was really interested in it. He like happened upon it. He said like he, once you enter like the theater, you can't leave until the show's over, probably because it's a prison and they have whatever their security stuff. So he's like stuck there watching this show, and he's like, wait, this is actually kind of cool. Like I want to do this. And to be able to be in the RTA program, you have to have 0 disciplinary infractions for a full year. So in his, this is his real life story. They don't do this in the movie, but like in his real life, he for a year avoided any trouble, did not get into any like whatever, and joined the RTA program, and it was like really transformative for him. And so then once he got out, he started helping run the RTA program in, you know, other prisons and stuff, and was approached because he was so involved, was approached about this movie um to like be involved in making a movie about the RTA program at Sing Sing. So I just think that's so cool, and he's so like passionate about it. He gets so excited about it. I just love that.
Yeah. And it's just, I think this movie is such a great way to display how much like we really need the arts.
Yeah.
I mean the scene with Clarence, well, Divine Eye, but Clarence, and I think with Sean Johnson, after Clarence like kind of has his like moment where he's getting like really frustrated, like someone's walking behind him, and
I wrote down the full quote. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Would you like to take it from here and
I might
say the quote?
I might start crying because I thought it was so beautiful.
It was my favorite
I'm like
part.
tearing up.
It was my
He
favorite
said, "We're
part.
here to become human again." He said, "We're here to become human again, to put on nice clothes and dance around, and to enjoy the things that is not in our reality." And it was so good.
That was my favorite part.
Yeah, that was my favorite part too. I wrote down the whole thing because I just thought it was so incredible. Because like, oh my god, theater is so important, acting is so important, and like the whole point of the RTA program, from like the research that I did on it, it's not just like, it's not to teach people how to act. It's not how it's that's not the goal. Like it's a result of it, obviously, but it's not the goal. The goal of it is to like kind of learn like management, like, and he says this, Coleman Domingo's character says this in the film when he's describing the program at his hearing, and he's like, the goal of the RTA program is as like an outlet and to promote management skills and like interpersonal skills, and just like to explore like how to be better people. Not, I don't know, better people isn't really the right word, but how to like how to improve yourself, like self-improvement through the arts,
Mm-hmm.
not just, learning how to act and how to be, a
Yeah,
good
and discovering
actor.
something new about themselves.
Yeah. And it was just like,
because like acting is very like personal, it's very emotional,
mhm.
and just to give them this opportunity, it just has to be so important.
Yeah, I know everybody says like acting is so vulnerable, whatever, da da da, and like you hear it all the time, and it's like, yeah, obviously that's true, but like this movie was like it like clicked for me,
Mhm.
like in a way it hadn't before. I was like, oh, I understand what that means when people are saying
Mhm.
that. Like, I don't know, for some reason I thought I understood it before, I did not.
Mhm.
Now I do.
Yeah, and like it really is, and like when I was watching this movie, I was just getting like not lost in it, but I just was so enthralled. Like I
Yeah.
even forgot to like take notes because it was
Yeah.
just.
I was in it. Yeah.
Mhm.
I was locked in. Like this was not the kind of movie that I was like dragging through. Like some movies are harder to get through than others, even if they are entertaining. This one, no.
Mhm. And the fact, so goes back to A24 and their absolute poor just promoting anything that features people of color at all, is the fact that this movie, when it first was released, only was released in 4 theaters.
Mhm.
And the wider release, which happened later in like August,
Yeah.
was only, I believe, 150 theaters,
Mhm.
which is just not much at all for a wide release of a film. And this is a film that deserved to have a shot.
For
To
sure.
show inmates in a different light as well, and to show like get more programs focused on
Mhm.
like what's the word? Correctional? No, this is correct. What's the word I'm looking for? Yes,
Rehabilitation.
rehabilitation.
Mhm.
Focused on rehabilitation is so important because these inmates,
It's so
they
dehumanizing
it is. In
to
this
be in
movie,
prison in America.
it really is. The our prison program, our police suck. ACAB, fuck the police. We do not like the police on here. And when that freaking lady asked,
I know exactly what you're
so in the film, John Divine G, he is pleading to get early released
Yeah,
because
this
he's
is Coleman
falsely
Domingo.
imprisoned. He found what he thought would be a break in the case of
Mhm.
someone actually admitting to it, and so he's in front of a committee, and this committee asks him about the program, and he talks about it and he's raving about it. He's super super proud of it, and this lady goes, "Well, are you acting now?"
And I saw it coming. It was the thing. I saw it
Yeah.
coming, and I was like, ooh,
I was
was
hoping it
violent.
wouldn't.
Yeah, I was so that pissed me off so bad.
And it's just you could just see just the just breaking. My heart was breaking for
Yeah,
him. His
I
heart was broken. I just
yeah, and once again, this is not a spoiler-free podcast.
yeah, I'll
Let's be
definitely
clear because I'm going to like spoil this whole thing.
yeah.
But I needed so badly for this movie to end with Divine G being released.
Mhm.
I needed that desperately. I too many times. I mean, this it wouldn't have worked for this movie. Like no more sadness porn, no more like torture porn of just like everything's bad, everything sucks and everything's whatever.
Mhm.
Like I needed, because for a part of this movie it looked like he was not going to get released.
Yeah.
After that hearing, it was not looking good for him. They rejected his request for release. I don't know the verbiage and the terms and stuff, but
Mhm.
it didn't look like he was going to get released, and I was literally devastated.
Yeah.
I actually pretty much cried throughout the whole movie just because I won't just cry when things are sad. I will cry over anything. I love watching things that have heart and passion, and like
Mhm.
anything that invokes a strong emotion will make me cry. And so this movie, like all over it, I was crying the whole time. But I was bawling, and I desperately needed it to end with him being released, and I was so happy that it did. I feel
Mhm.
like it was just like it was part of the heart of the film, and the actual guy, John Divine G. Whitfield, is in the movie. He's
Mhm.
very briefly in the beginning. So that is a real person as well. He's just
Yeah.
played by Coleman Domingo
Mhm.
in the film. Yeah, that was, and like, oh, I don't even, it was just so good.
Mhm. The
It,
arts are so important
yeah.
in general, and just people just trying to take that away or replace it with something that's not even real with AI, it just breaks my heart. Like this really, I mean, after college, like I went to theater for college. I went to theater for college. I went to college for
The
theater.
stage is my school.
Yeah, the stage. I learned everything on the stage. But I was so burnt out afterwards because like just being in that environment, it was just became stale. Everything was just becoming stale, and even afterwards, I was just burnt out. I didn't really care that much about things anymore. I just stopped it, and this movie really did revitalize that.
Mm-hmm.
Going back to why theater is so important. It's
Yeah.
not the flashy costumes. Like, yeah, the flashy costumes help, but it's to pretend and to get in touch with your feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think this movie was so beautiful, and I think a lot of people should watch it.
I agree. And like, something to me that will always make me really emotional, that I was a big part of this film, is like, acting is so vulnerable, and there's not a lot of opportunity where vulnerability in men is celebrated.
Mm-hmm.
And that's always something that gets me very emotional, because I, like, how to put it, like, I really, I am very averse to very, like, masculine men who are stoic and blah, blah, whatever. I hate that. I hate that.
Mm-hmm.
But like, seeing men be vulnerable really gets me emotional, because I'm like, that's like, that needs to be appreciated more, because it is a problem. It does breed so much like toxicity and so much like nasty behavior
Mm-hmm.
to try and sway men away from vulnerability and like emotional openness. And so to see a group of grown men who are all already dehumanized due to
Mm-hmm.
their status as an inmate be so like playful and like
Mm-hmm.
vulnerable and fun and like silly,
Mm-hmm.
and just like, because the whole thing there, the in the movie, I guess we didn't really explain this, they're putting on a play that their director wrote,
Mm-hmm.
and he wrote it with the goal, and it's a real play. There are clips of the real play
Yeah.
at the very end.
I love
He
that.
right I he wrote it with the goal of incorporating all of their suggestions. So like, one guy wanted it to be a western, and one guy wanted Freddy Krueger to be in it, and
Mm-hmm.
another guy wanted it to be in Egypt. And so he wrote a silly little comedy of time travel, including all of these things that these guys liked.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like,
It was so fun because you got to see
so
them be a
fun.
part of the process. In theater,
Mm-hmm.
it's such a collaborative process
Mm-hmm.
to see them
And
talk
that's
to
the
each other.
point.
And
Yeah, and that's the point of the program.
mm-hmm. Hold on, I'm gonna check the camera.
Okay.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah, I thought it was so stellar.
And
I loved this
the
movie so
world,
much.
the world, especially in this day and age, needs to also realize that inmates are people. And this movie
Mm-hmm.
really showcased that they are
Yeah.
people with emotions. There are so many people who are imprisoned falsely, who are
Mm-hmm.
imprisoned on just on selling
Stupid
weed charge,
bullshit.
like stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
The world really needs to see this movie
Yeah.
and see these men in this light, because it's just it's so good. And like I don't even know if I have the correct words to just describe
Yeah, I mean,
what goes on and how
yeah.
important this movie is.
Yeah. Absolutely. It was just like, I don't know. It was it was really good. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not eloquent.
Eloquent.
I just I can't believe that, like, I can't believe that something like this existed in the same award season as Amelia Perez, and Amelia Perez is the one that walked away with like awards and nominations and all
Yeah.
of it.
I just Amelia Perez of it all. Like why?
It's gonna go down in history as like one of the most embarrassing moments of like Oscar history is like appreciating
I
Amelia
mean,
Perez.
that entire Oscars was an embarrassment.
Yeah, it was
Let's
horrible.
be honest
It
here.
was
That
horrible.
horrible, just terrible. Like that Oscars was like the worst, and that's saying something because the Oscars previous before that was
Mm-hmm.
pretty bad. I mean, I think the most fun I had at Oscars was of recent times is Everything Everywhere All at Once when
Mhm.
that won. Because I
Yeah,
was just
that was
really
exciting.
hyped. But through this Oscars, it was
It was
just the
so
doom
bad.
of knowing
Yeah,
Amelia Perez
it was so
in
like the only good part of it was the Wicked performance.
only good part. Because even the freaking James Bond thing just was not good. It fell flat. It wasn't good. Like I
Yeah,
don't know.
when a David Lynch tribute is right there waiting to be done.
Yeah,
Crazy.
don't even get me started. David Lynch deserved more in
Mhm.
that, just in general for what he's done. And
Yeah.
I will never forgive the studios for just completely not even giving him the chance of day during his final years.
Mhm.
Like, are you kidding me? And that's the thing. He was
Thank
so
you.
passionate. Like he would still put things on his YouTube channel. He was
Mhm.
so passionate about it. Like I really like David Lynch. Yes, he's just so good. I don't know. And yeah,
Ooh.
his like some of his projects like Twin Peaks. Well, first of all, Twin Peaks. Let's not forget. Yes, it was David Lynch, but also Mark Frost. Like if you guys haven't seen Twin Peaks yet, watch it.
Mhm.
I forgot what else I was gonna say.
Oh, well, I was going to say that somebody wants to see Kyle MacLachlan on the next season of White Lotus, which I would love to see that.
I love him.
Yeah.
I love him so much. I loved him in Fallout. He's in Fallout.
I know, I
He's
haven't
so
watched
good.
Fallout
You
yet.
gotta watch
I
with
know.
him and Walton Goggins.
I know. Tell me about
The
it.
original Paul.
Who's Paul? Oh, Atreides?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I love Dune.
Dude.
I
Yeah.
love Dune.
Do you follow his TikTok?
Yeah. Yeah. I
He's
follow
so
his TikTok,
funny.
dude.
He is so funny. Laura
Dude, and
Dern.
I'm pretty sure he was on. Oh no, did I just turn this off? No, I didn't. I'm pretty sure that Kyle MacLachlan was on Ji Zhong Shu. I hope I pronounced that right. Whenever, like before, when everyone was moving there from TikTok, when TikTok was being banned,
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was like already on there. Like he like was. I could be wrong, but when I was on there, like I'm almost positive that he was like already there. Like he was just kind of like, "Hey guys, like I've been here by the way."
That's so funny. What a man.
Love that
what
guy.
A guy.
Yep. And his tribute to David Lynch was very beautiful.
Very beautiful. Very emotional.
Very beautiful.
Watch Inland Empire. Honestly, that's my favorite David Lynch film.
I haven't rewatched it because I can't bring myself to watch
I
such a long movie.
rewatched that movie. I rewatched that movie a lot. There's just something about that movie that just radiates the love of the movies that I love. We talked about the love of theater.
Mhm.
Like his films just radiate the love of the making of movies.
Yeah.
And like the way that he made that movie was just it was fascinating to hear about the making of that movie.
Yeah, I mean, such a good movie. But that was so Lily got me into David Lynch movies. Like, so she recommended Inland Empire first. I can't stress enough. Don't do that. I appreciated it because I appreciate films in general. And I understand that it was good and I enjoyed it. But as an introduction to David Lynch,
I say just go for it. Go in full throttle.
I guess,
do it.
yeah, if you, like, it really is
Dive
starting.
in.
It is starting in the deep end. And it was, like, it was a lot to take in.
I just do that sometimes. Did I ever tell you one time when we went to Cedar Point, I went with like two of my friends. One of my friends never been on a roller coaster before, was very scared, and so I suggested she go on like it was the Wicked Twister. I suggested she go on that one.
Why did you whisper Wicked Twister?
Well, I don't know if I don't want to like dox ourselves or something. Like, but the Wicked
You
Twister.
went to Cedar Point. That's a roller. You already said Cedar Point, and that's a roller coaster at Cedar Point. And it doesn't have to be doxing. You could have driven anywhere to go to Cedar Point.
Well, it was the Wicked Twister, and in my head, I wasn't thinking.
You said we went to Cedar Point on the Wicked
The
Twister.
Wicked Twister of it all. I mean, I wasn't thinking about because the Wicked Twister goes up, and it goes back and forth like that. And I thought that'd be a good first roller coaster. And I was like a teenager at the time. And it goes pretty fast. It's not around anymore, they tore it down.
I need to look it up though, because I think I know what one you're talking about.
And it does go fast. But I felt so bad afterwards because I thought she would appreciate it, but she didn't. Obviously, for obvious reasons, but
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Wicked
I
Twister.
wasn't
Yeah.
thinking at the time. I thought, well, you know what? We're not doing any heavy loops.
She might, I mean, that doesn't look crazy. No, actually, it goes
It
like
goes up
straight
really
up.
high.
It goes
It
up
goes-
really high,
It's
straight
like a
up.
90-degree angle.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Listen, yeah. Well, yeah, I know that now, but at the time I thought it would be a good first roller coaster because she was interested in riding them.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Well,
I guess I'm just too intense for people. I guess that's the moral of the story. That's why the Hat Man won't visit me. I'm just too much of a freak.
intense. I just have too much love to give.
Man, Nick Sturniolo's drag name being
Benny
Benny
Drill.
Drill. That was funny. That's iconic.
Yeah.
I should steal that from him.
You should.
I'm going to.
Yeah, I would fit. Lily takes Benadryl like it's nobody's business.
All day, every day. I'm on it right now.
All day, every day, therapist. You
You make me do too much
labor.
labor. The Renaissance Festival. I'm gonna go to the Renaissance Festival.
Courtney and Shane from Smosh just posted their pictures from the Renaissance Festival.
Oh my goodness.
They're really cute pictures.
Everyone who's in a happy relationship should burn right now. I'm kidding. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. What else has been going on?
Oh, well, we watched Cinderella's Castle
We watched
with
Cinderella's
Starkid.
Castle, Star Kid.
That was fun.
Dude, that was so good. Like, there was, like, apparently some people complaining about it because they were like, oh, they wanted more, like, Hatchetfield stuff, but, like, they were doing that Hatchetfield stuff for 7 years, and Nerdy Prudes Must Die was, like, the perfect ending to it. Like, move on.
Yeah, I mean,
Move on!
Yeah, like, I don't know.
And they wanted, like, more of their, like, raunchy humor. I'm like, why would you want
This
more
was
of, like...
so raunchy.
Like, what do you mean more? They wanted more of that Star Kid feel. What do you mean you wanted more of the Star Kid feel?
It was
Grow
so-
up, maybe.
Yeah, it was so raunchy. That's
Yeah.
so crazy. That's such a crazy thing to say.
Yeah, honestly, I think a lot of them were just being racist, though. Because there were, like, a lot of, like, weird posts. Because this is, like, the first show that features a black lead. And black leads with the Prince Charming and all that.
Yeah.
Or the Charming Prince. But, yeah, so I think there was a lot of that going on.
Yeah.
And just a lot, yeah. Because there was, like, a lot of weirdness. Like, I had to block, like, a lot of people for just being weird about things. Like,
Blocked.
first of all, just, like, listen, I blocked and reported.
Yeah.
But, like,
I love blocking.
and just with the raunchy humor, apparently they want more of it. They wanted more of that, like Harry Potter, like, the Harry Potter musical stuff. Like, I'm like, what? Have you guys not grown up?
Well, yeah, that was such a long
Have you
time
guys
ago.
not grown
And
up,
it's like,
at all?
I'm genuinely confused about that.
That's
Like, me,
what I was confused
like,
about.
me personally, like, this is just my personal humor. I'm not a huge raunchy humor person.
Same.
So I was at times just like, whoa, that's a lot. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine. That's their humor. So,
Mhm.
like, but I was like, that's a lot of raunch. So to, like, want more, it's like, that was, like, their one
Yeah, they wanted
character,
more
that was
funny
his whole
songs.
thing.
Yeah. There's a whole character dedicated
That was
to that.
literally all he said the whole time.
Yeah, they wanted funnier songs, and I'm like, you guys have not grown up. Like, what's your guys that? Why don't?
Yeah, I
you
guess
adults
maybe,
grow up?
like, I don't know. We've been there since the beginning, so, like,
Mhm.
we're adults now. But, like, I do think that, like, maybe their audience typically isn't, like, aren't people, like, there are going to be a lot of people who've been there since the beginning, but maybe it might be newer people who are currently young and weren't there since the beginning, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But it's like grow up still. I don't know. Like grow
Like,
up.
yeah,
I
like,
don't
still
care.
grow up.
Like you could be like grow up.
Have you thought about not being dumb and stupid, maybe?
Yeah. Have you thought about not being a kid?
Yeah, have you considered maybe not being 12?
Yeah.
Like, age is just a number. Age is just a mindset.
Literally, like start reading War and Peace right now.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Dostoevsky?
Literally.
I don't even know if I pronounced that right.
Stanislavski, like start reading some of his plays.
Whoa.
Mhm. Yeah.
Picasso.
Busted that out of
Pablo
busted
Picasso.
that out of theater school.
That's
Instead, going to
crazy.
theater college don't teach you anything.
I've never said that and I never would.
And as you should, because I just busted out Stanislavski.
I know, I don't even know what that is. Tchaikovsky.
Yes, Gesundheit.
Ew, hated that.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's, like, all that we have. That's all that's really been going on.
Yeah.
Next week is your choice of movie.
Yes, I've chosen The Last Unicorn
Last
on
Unicorn.
Tubi.
And did you know that that's our parents' like favorite movie?
Yeah, I was telling Dad when he was bringing me over here that he was talking about it. He loves that movie, and I informed him that it was for free on Tubi, but
Yeah.
I don't even think he knows what that means, so.
No. No, they love that movie. I watched it with them when I was with Dad when I was were you there?
I was there. Like, I watched it before.
Of course you were.
I'm always there
I
in
know.
the
It
shadows.
was way better when you weren't. For those 2 years.
Bet you were living in peace.
I was.
And then I came out screaming for 2 months straight. Very proud of that.
2 months straight. You never stopped.
And I never will.
Hilarious. No, but it is. They love that movie. So I saw it when I was a little kid.
Yeah. So we're gonna watch it again.
Yay.
And that beautiful, beautiful animation.
Yeah, stunning. Very stunning.
Mhm.
All right.
Well-
Any parting words?
Well, you know, in the words of David Lynch, fix your heart or die.
Oh, period. Yeah, that's a good one. What can I say? Do I have anything profound to say?
Ooh, reread the quote from the movie.
Oh, yeah, that is so good. Okay, these are going to be my parting words. We're here to become human again, to put on nice clothes and dance around and enjoy the things that is not in our reality.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Bye. Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.